Pythagoras of Samos was an ancient Ionian Greek philosopher and the eponymous founder of Pythagoreanism. His political and religious teachings were well known in Magna Graecia and influenced the philosophies of Plato, Aristotle, and, through them, the West in general. Let us hear some inspirational thoughts from Pythagoras. Number rules the universe. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Man, know thyself. Then thou shalt know the universe and God. God built the universe on numbers. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Concern should drive us into action and not into oppression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Silence is better than unmeaning words. No man is free who cannot control himself. Learn silence with the quiet serenity of a meditative mind. Listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. The oldest, shortest words yes and no are those which require the most thought. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Beginning of every government starts with the education of our youth. Number is the within of all things. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Let exercise alternate with rest. A stone is frozen music. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name of philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. But respect yourself most of all. If you're asked, what is the silence? Respond, it is the first stone of the wisdom's temple. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. None but God is wise. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. The stars in the heavens sing a music, if only we had ears to hear. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent. Wisdom, thoroughly learned, will never be forgotten. Friendship is one soul and two bodies. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. There is a good principle which created order, light, and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. Astonishing! Everything is intelligent. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. A thought is an idea in transit. Lust weakens both body and mind. Music is the harmonization of opposites, the conciliation of warring elements. There is no word or action but has its echo in eternity. The soul of man is divided into three parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. Time is the soul of this world. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. The wind is blowing. Adore the wind. Alas, what wickedness to swallow flesh into our own flesh, to fatten our greedy bodies by cramming at other bodies, to have one living creature fed by the death of another. Truth is so great a perfection that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. So in life, some enter the services of fame and others money, but the best choice is that of those few who spend their time in the contemplation of nature and as lovers of wisdom. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only two remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. Speak not nor act before thou hast reflected. Government exists only for the good of the governed. Animals share with us the privilege of having a soul. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. It is better whither to be silent, or to say things of more value than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at hazard than an idle or useless word. And do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Don't disarrange my circles. None can be free who is a slave to, and ruled by, his passions. Remind yourself that all men assert that wisdom is the greatest good, but that there are few who strenuously seek out that greatest good. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you.